Coverage of the B-17 crash at Bradley. Aviation buffs relish the opportunity to experience these old vintage planes.
Well, here's an idea of what it's like inside one of those planes from now retired Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Dan Kain, who was on board one of them back in 2012.
The plane is on its way back to the Yankee Air Museum in Michigan from an air show on Long Island, and it's stopping in Bridgeport for 2 days, offering 45-minute rides at $425 a pop as a fundraiser for the all-volunteer museum.
It was really the icon that won the war in Europe, I think. There was thousands of these in Europe or in England in bases.
The Connecticut connection with the aircraft, propellers made by Hamilton Standard out of East Hartford. The engines were made by Studebaker. The 4 engines could cruise the plane at 30,000 feet for daylight bombing raids over Germany. The Yankee Lady is similar to a B-17 that flew over Hartford about 10 years ago. At the height of the war, there were more than 900 to 1,000 of them taking off a day from England. And of the more than 12,000 built, only a handful remain still flying. One of the things these planes were known for was the amount of damage that they could take and still keep flying, but nonetheless, thousands and thousands were shot down. Bringing the planes to air shows or this stop in Bridgeport gives some of the men who flew them a chance to remember where they were and who they were some 70 years ago.
Guys that flew on these as airmen in World War II, they're still here, but we see less and less every year. They come up, they touch it. Sometimes when they touch it, it's heartbreaking, but they just break down in tears when they touch it. It's an emotional reunion.
Flying in a B-17 gives a good sense of the tight conditions airmen endured on missions that could run 15 to 17 hours, with the turnaround on the ground often only long enough to reload, refuel, and get airborne again.